who walk out of college, walk out of school, walk out of university, and there is no ready employment for them. Again, this is something that I spoke to and have a plan about in our manifesto. And I can say confidently that for the first time, we have a demonstrable plan on how we are going to create jobs. Creating jobs is no longer an exercise in guesswork. We must be deliberate, we must be intentional, we must have a plan. And this evening, I want to tell you about 4 of the interventions that are currently underway that I committed to the people of Kenya in terms of how we are going to create jobs. Number 1 is labor mobility. And I have my team here. They're going to, I'll give them a chance to tell us what kind of progress are we making in that space of labor mobility. I have had occasion to personally sign off some of the bilateral labor agreements. I was in Germany with the German Chancellor. We've signed off with another 3 or 4 countries. As I talk to you, my team at the Ministry of Diaspora and the Ministry of Labor are working on 19 additional labor agreements, bilateral labor agreements with different countries. That's 1. And we're going to discuss the numbers shortly. Number 2 is the whole program around housing. How many jobs are we creating? For engineers, for architects, for quantity surveyors, for electricians, for plumbers, and a whole lot of them in that space. Number 3 is digital jobs. What are we doing in the digital job space? What are we doing with Jitume? What are we doing with Ajira program? What are we doing with all our TVETs? What are the numbers looking like? What is the 1,450 ICT hubs we are working with members of parliament to construct? How is that going to look? And shortly, we're going to share with you the numbers. And number 3, or is it number 4? The whole space around industrialization, manufacturing. What is it that we are doing? Why have we rolled out 47 county aggregation industrial parks? Why have we rolled out 6 new special economic zones? What are we doing with our manufacturing sector? Why have we put in place a policy framework that stops us from importing all manner of things? How do we produce steel locally? How do we produce cement locally? How do we take advantage of our young people and stop importing furniture? How do we, those are some of the policy interventions that we have passed through Parliament